What's up, K-Time off here? Today we got another story time. The story time that I've been telling y'all I was gonna do for a minute now. Um, Today is the day. I had to get myself prepared to do this story time because it's emotional. So the story time is how my grandmother died and how my uncle died. So I'm a my, my bad. I just got out the shower and like my hair's still wet. So okay. So I'm gonna start the story time off with my grandmother. So in 2000 and what 12. No, I got no matter of fact. I'm wrong. I gotta start with my uncle first because it happened after my uncle died. So my uncle died in 2012. I don't know if you heard. His name is Anthony Anderson Sr. And one day, I he must knew like I think people know when their time is coming because they do certain stuff with everybody in their family, and that's what happened that day on September the 21st, 2012. Wait, was it 2012? No, my bad. It wasn't 2012. What was it? It's hard for me to remember. It's either 2012 or 2014. One of the two. So my uncle, he spent the day with everybody. He had fun with everybody that day. He took his mother to a doctor's appointment. Went to go and see his granddaughter. Then he went to go to Walmart for his other granddaughter, which was her birthday that day. So they get back to the house, get back to our house. So he goes across the street to the bar to get something to drink for his girlfriend. So he on his way crossed the lot with some drinks that he bought for his girlfriend. So the police said they seen him cop drugs. Like we all know he did them, but he like calmed down. He wasn't doing them as much now. So he didn't. Because everybody watched what my uncle did. Everybody in our family sat there and was waiting for him to come back from the store. So he on his way walking across the parking lot. It wasn't a parking lot. It was like a little vacant lot. So he walking across. The police jumps out of their car, run across the street, picks him up, and slams him on his neck. When I say they slammed him, they slammed him. Then they lift him up. Then they put their knee in his back. And he's telling them that he couldn't breathe. He couldn't do this. He couldn't do that. They telling everybody else that he's faking because he don't want to go to jail. Listen, my uncle been in jail before many a times. Why would he be scared of going to jail? He been in jail before. So my grandmother trying to intervene to see if my uncle alright. My uncle is telling her to back up. He alright. And the police told her if she don't back up, they're gonna lock her up. She didn't do nothing. She was just making sure her son was alright. So later on, like after all that happened, his head, like he just went out. His head drops. So now they saying he's faking because he don't want to go to jail now. Even more. They saying he's faking. And they trying to say He tossed the drugs around. Y'all, I'm gonna put the link to this to the video that in the autopsy and all that is gonna be in my description down below. So I'm gonna put that down in the description so y'all can go check it out. They tried to say he was swallowing. He died. He overdosed. He was swallowing the drugs. Mind you, he never had drugs in the first place, y'all. Never. And that's the point that's killing. He never had drugs in the first place. So so everybody he went to the hospital. My mother, his daughters, and his son, and his mother went to the hospital. I stayed home. So they started taping off. They started taping off what happened, where it happened at. So my mother, his daughters, his son, and his mother and my grandmother came back. So my cousin told everybody that's not family to leave out the house. We already know what happened. We already know that he died. So he said he did. Everybody bust out crying. Like, that was like we already know he was dead, but that was like hurting us even more. Like, everybody like was hurting because they saying he was fake and he wasn't. So some years later, a couple years later, we all found out that my grandmother had cancer. Remind you this, my grandmother has been smoking cigarettes. I hate the way this light is in front of this camera. Oh my God, and I can't even fix the light, y'all. I'm sorry that this light, the way the light is, y'all, but I don't know how I'm gonna fix it. But sorry, but my grandmother has been smoking since she was 16. So she was 80. No, when we found out that she had cancer, she was 79. So we all know how that was gonna happen. We took her to chemo. I swear to y'all that me and my grandmother, like, we had a bond, but when we found out that she had cancer, I was going to the hospital with her every time she had to go. It was me and her and somebody. It was me and her and somebody. It always was me. I only missed one day that I didn't go. I only didn't go with her one day. But every other day that she had to go, I went with her. I was there. So my grandmother took me through hell and back. I would not let her smoke. Even though she wanted to so bad, I would not let her smoke. I did not go to the store for her at all to get a cigarette, to buy a pack of cigarettes. I did not want her to, I did not want the process to move faster. But everybody tells me that go to the store. No, I'm not going, because I don't want my grandmother to die. I miss my grandmother. I miss her every day since she been gone. Like, I miss my uncle every day since he been gone. But so couple months passed. She losing her hair. She started losing her memory. She couldn't do this. She started using the bathroom on herself. So when we know, like, then one day we was all sitting in the house. We seen like how it was. So everybody was crying. Everybody was crying because they didn't want her to go. So my mother, she did not go upstairs. My mother went up. Yeah, matter of fact, my mother went upstairs to put my little sister to sleep. And my mother went to sleep, and she wakes up 3 o'clock in the morning. My mother wakes everybody up in the house when she got downstairs and told everybody my grandma was gone. That right there, that day was the hardest day of my life. Like, my grandmother was my best friend. Like, we sit down and had a long conversation. We used to watch TV together and all that. My grandma was my best friend, for real. And I swear, I miss her every day. Every day. So, I just wanted to sit here and have this story time with y'all. because I've been telling y'all I was gonna do it and I haven't put it up. So I'm gonna put the link to my uncle's full story, not the full story, but the full like autopsy and whatever the police said and all that will be in the description down below. Make sure y'all click the link so y'all can go and watch this video. Y'all, please leave a like, share it, and comment it. And subscribe and turn on your post notifications so y'all know when I upload the video, y'all. So this is the end of the story time, yo. So I'm out. Peace.